2 to 14 a day, depending, sadly.
He's looking for more.
So they help temporarily, but nothing.
I did. I just put 20. They're all around the cage.
20?
Well, it's a little bit more than 20. There's some up here.
20 every day.
The pills that we
Whoa, and they eat them all?
Yeah.
some of these problems, like in this case reflux, they actually could be doing more harm than good.
Oh, there are a lot.
And think about that for a second. Could be doing more harm than good.
Oh, you just found them. You just found them in the corner right there.
You can just painting over the problem. You're not dealing with what's going on deep inside. Plus, you get all kinds of symptoms you didn't think were from your reflux that are actually caused by reflux. You're taking asthma medications, taking stuff for headaches, and sore throats. In fact, your teeth can get rotten, and it's all because something you had inside you that you weren't paying attention to. So, in order to change this,
He's like,
I
no.
went to the heart of the South, Atlanta, Georgia, and I teamed up with a doctor who's on the front lines of
become a major health crisis in this country. 50 million Americans have acid reflux. And they're spending $14 billion a year on treatments that often don't solve the problem and could trigger dangerous side effects. Which is why we launched our very first free heartburn health clinic in Atlanta, Georgia. And nearly 1,000 of you showed up.
I came here today to the heartburn clinic because I had sore throats all the time, hoarseness, coughing a lot, and had trouble sleeping because it's so bad. I had been to a doctor, and they determined they did a bunch of tests and determined it was definitely acid reflux.
Can we go to the bathroom already?
Anything that can help this. I don't want to have to be taking a pill for it every day. I just want it to be fixed.
We've partnered with bariatric surgeon Dr. Butch Rosser and his team to provide free gastroesophageal screenings.
I'm seeing a lot of cobblestoning, and I'm concerned about this splenoid sinus, the bronchitis. We have some dripping coming from it. So you're going to go deep breath, now breathe. Now we're getting a good view of the esophagus. There we are, beautiful view. And see how he's getting in the sweet spot. Oh, that's it, stop. That's the lower esophageal sphincter. Okay, we're recording. You have no esophagitis. Your sphincter seems to be working fine. There's no ulcers. You can see it, Dr. Oz. I think that's pretty clean. Now we're coming back. Let's come on back.
It's not acid because the rest of the esophagus is normal.
And method of the esophagus looks great.
So that's coming
So
from.
why is she having heartburn?
Well, she has symptoms that mimic heartburn that really are probably from a sinus problem.
So you were put on a pill for heartburn.
And it didn't work.
So that's not the right thing to do. And part of the reason that I feel so passionate about this is that we're treating things with a shotgun. You're given a pill that's for the wrong problem.
On the other hand, Sarah, a blues singer, came to the clinic thinking sinus infections caused her throat problems.
When I try to hit the high notes, I get like a tickle here, and it just won't go away until I got it with salt water.
When you wake up in the morning, do you ever feel hoarse? I did. There are a lot of folks who have heartburn actually don't have classic symptoms of heartburn.
Sarah says she's never been checked out for acid reflux.
What if the problem with your throat is not that it's infected, but that it's burned from acid? Then regarding the salt not going to help that.
Well, that's why I'm here to see you about that.
So we scoped Sarah's throat.
So the chords, it says I see cobblestone. In the throat. Well, it's in the chords. What do you think about it? They seem a little bit dejected. The sense of tightness that there's tickle she's feeling in there. I think she may have a reflux. That's how it calls it.
For Sarah and everyone at the clinic, the bottom line is all about getting the right diagnosis.
Having a scope like this helps your doctor get you on the right road to health.
Dr. Rogers with us in person. We saw a lot of folks that day. We streamed a ton. I learned a lot from you. What is this heartburn common denominator that you're so big on?
Well, the common denominator is the way we eat here in the Western culture. You know, we like hamburgers, we like chicken, and, all of us are fighting that battle. But that's the common denominator because it does two things. It brings acid into our bodies, and also it weakens the valve between the stomach and the food tube, the esophagus, and allows acid to go where it should not be.
Now, I didn't even know about the second part of that as much. Acid, I think we all get a little bit. Come over there. Let me back to Dr. Ross for a second here. 2 groups of acid-promoting foods. And I want to hold you clear on this. The first are the foods that are acidic themselves.
Right.
So fruits, dates in this case, the oranges, citrus, etc. They come in juice form, you put them in special drinks, etc. Then there are soft drinks, carbonated foods, canned foods. Pretty much across the board, these things are acidic. The second part of these acid-promoting foods are foods that relax that door, that trap door between your esophagus and the stomach.
Okay.
So they allow the acid that's already in your stomach to come up when they're not supposed to. And this is the part Dr. Ross was speaking about that most of us are surprised by. Fatty food is the biggest culprit here. A burger, I know it looks good. Obviously, you know, anything's got fat, and bacon will be included, peanut butter will be included in there as well. Then you got the fat that recently comes along with our milk and our cheeses and our butter. And in addition to those, we've got wine. This is not wine, by the way, this is coffee.
Okay.
I know some people drink their wine like this.
Yeah.
We've got some coffee. Chocolate has caffeine in it. You don't open up that trap door. And even hot sauces will cause a problem.
I like spicy food.
You do?
I do.
So does this surprise you? Do you identify symptoms with these?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, there's a new food category that most people have not heard of that can actually change the heartburn reflux. It's called alkaline foods.
I've heard of it, but I'm not educated enough. I really would love to know more about it.
Now, come on over here.
Thank you.
I'm passionate about alkaline foods because they have the ability to combat the problems of toxic acid that's causing your body to have symptoms of acid reflux and heartburn. Come on over, Dr. Ross is joining us again. So, if you can, start giving us some plan. Walk us through the best alkaline foods to have on our radar screen.
Well, when we talk about that, fighting that battle against heartburn, these alkaline foods are so important, Dr. Oz. Starting over here on the far right, we have our fruits. Now, apples, pears, bananas. Then you go to our green leafy vegetables that we have here. And a lot of us don't appreciate beans and what they can be in our diet. But I tell you, this can be a strong alkaline staple. Now we move over to the meats, and we see here that, you know, there's no fried chicken here at all, but there's turkey and salmon and chicken. Now we go here to steamed milk, you know, and steamed milk is very important. And then we get our whole grain breads, and this is our secret sauce. Oh, Manuka honey, not general honey, but Manuka honey.
Manuka honey is available all over the country.
All over the country now, yes.
All right, so reduces the practice. How is this so important? How does it help us reduce the problems with acid reflux?
Well, I tell you what, these foods are important in winning the battle against heartburn because we don't want to go to pills, or I'm a surgeon, you don't want to go to surgery first. So it is the first line of defense, Dr. Oz.
So reduces the practice. Take me through a day of typical eating if you're an alkaline-rich diet.
Now, this is a day of typical eating that my wife loves me to have, and I always fight that battle again to get to. Now, the first one that I want to talk to you about is the smoothie. It has ginger in it. This is a great food to help strengthen that door. We also have bananas in it. And the big thing about this is we don't have acid fruits for breakfast.
We eat acid.